Hey guys, welcome to the video and thanks for watching. In this video, we're kind of going to go over Rivermen's first game of the season over in Quad City. Rivermen lose by the score 3-2 in overtime. Alec Bear with both goals, one being a power play. It was a great game, great atmosphere for opening day. Both teams came out to play. Just Storm wanted a little bit more than the Rivermen did at the end. Rivermen got a little complacent and laxed on defense in that third period, which came back to haunt them in the end because Storm wasn't going to go anywhere. I was at that game live. I was sitting next to Troy Hansen and his wife Selena. And I told Troy before the third period started, I don't like 2-0 leads going into the third period. I don't know why, but they're cursed. They always seem to curse. It's one of the worst leads to have in hockey is 2-0 going in the third. And I told him, Rivermen can't stop attacking the puck. They got to keep attacking the puck if they want to get this win. And unfortunately, they just weren't doing that in the third period as well as the first and second. To go over the game a little bit, in the first period, it was pretty much deadlocked. It was even. Both teams had, an even amount of chances to put a puck in the net. One team had I think Rivermen had 11 shots and Storm had 10 at the end of the first period, so it was pretty even. The hitting was pretty even. I mean, everything was pretty much right down the middle. Both goalies were stopping some good shot opportunities. Players were moving well. Very entertaining first period, and for not having a goal scored in it. Move on to the second period. Again, started out the same way, pretty even. At one point, 15 shots apiece for both teams. Rivermen started to pick up the pace a little bit in the second, and then got on the board with a 5-on-3 power play goal. Moran slashed somebody, the goaltender, and then there was a tripping call, which allowed Rivermen to be on the 5-on-3, which you cannot put the Rivermen on a 5-on-3 and expect them not to score. So Rivermen did take advantage of that opportunity, and later Alec Bear tallied an even strength goal to make it 2-0. Again, most of that period was dominated by the Rivermen. But I'm not going to sit here and say the Storm played bad in the second period. Just Rivermen played with a little more urgency and put a little more pressure on Storm in the second. Third was a whole different ball game. Down 2-0. Storm came out the gate strong and just never went away. To me, it looked like Rivermen really started getting sloppy with that puck, losing puck and board battles, and just wasn't getting to the puck quick enough. Just slightly off in that third period. That's when it would have been nice to have a veteran coach like Trudell kind of call a timeout and gather the troops and calm everybody down. That's not a dig at Coach Levine. He's a great hockey mind, a great coach, and I have all the faith in Eric in the world. The only thing that I think Eric is lacking is experience, and that comes with time. He's got to put in the work and the time to get that experience. Like I said, I think we was missing a little bit of that towards the end of that game. Just not enough urgency to close out that game, and a little bit too complacent in that third period. Storm came on and scored a goal, cut the lead in half. And then Storm took a very undisciplined, very dumb penalty with a little over 3 minutes to go, I think, and went down a man. And I was just like, here we go. This is Storm giving away the game because they can't play disciplined hockey. Little did I know they took that opportunity, got a shorthanded 2-on-1, and cashed it in to tie the game with just over 2 minutes left in the game, I think. And that just can't happen. That cannot happen at any level, from the Feds all the way up to the NHL. You cannot give up a shorthanded goal in the closing minutes of the game when you have the lead. I mean, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. So I'm more disappointed in that than the actual loss. Losses happen throughout the season. You're not going to be like a 56-0. I mean, you're going to lose, but to lose that way, to take our foot off the gas pedal and give up a shorthanded goal late like that, that really stung and really gave all the momentum in the world to the Storm heading into overtime. Also, a goal was taken off the board due to a headbutt. Storm player headbutted the goal in, and the refs and the linesman really got a good look at it because the linesman immediately skated over to the referee, and they had a discussion and they waved off the goal because he headbutted it in. So I like that the officials got together and waved that off. That was nice to see. I think the ref was a little ticky-tacky with some calls both ways, but really it wasn't that bad of officiating. It was definitely sufficient for the SPHL level. Again, just a great game. Going into overtime, on the very first shot of overtime after winning the opening face-off, Leif Matson buries it. And really that was the softest goal of the game. That was a goal that was probably meant to be a rebound shot. Just hit the pads and get the goalie to kick it out to an open Storm player. Found the back of the net. That's one that I'm sure Colby Muse would love to have back and stop, because he's more than capable of stopping a shot like that. And he had a rock-solid game at net. Was a little spotty here and there, but really for the most part, he was rock solid. The team in front of him kind of let him down and really put a lot on the goalie to stop that oncoming wave. You got to do better as a team defense and as a team getting back, blocking shots, and clearing the zone, and not trying to think too much and overdo it and lay back. Just some mental errors by the Rivermen in that third. And like I said, it's stuff that Rivermen will clean up and learn from. I'm not overly worried about it. Like I said, it was a great game besides that last 5 minutes. Just got to stay focused and got to play with more urgency in that third period and get the job done better. That should have been Colby Muse's first win of the season in the Rivermen's. But, credit the Storm for not giving up and chipping away and getting that win in overtime. That was an outstanding win for that home crowd, and I hope they enjoyed that one. So for now, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. As you know, Rivermen take on the Dogs for 2 next weekend at home in Peoria, which I'll be giving a pregame on that. I'll be finishing up the rest of the hockey games, watching them, and also doing preview matchups for other games next week as well. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, and I'll catch you on the next one, and I always keep it Rivermen style.